What up with it, man? Y'all know what time it is when y'all hear that truck horn, man. The sports with Truck and Chubby H, the coaches and pros, the X's and O's, the fans' point of view, what we know. What's up, y'all? Hit that like, share, subscribe button, man. I'm about to play something for y'all. Then I'll get into my commentary and everything else, man, because it's crazy. I think this needs to be done in basketball period. But I'm gonna play this, man. Let me play y'all a little clip of Ashtyn Hawkins getting busy out there. Show y'all what she got.
Multiple levels of effort. Ashtyn Hawkins gets back into play, and look at her checking for the D behind, sizing it up. What a play by Ashtyn Hawkins.
Let's go. Let's go. Hold on. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time.
Levels of effort. Ashtyn Hawkins gets back into play, and look at her checking for the D behind, sizing it up. What a play by Ashtyn Hawkins.
Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. She's too small for Ashtyn. Get up. Get up out of here. Let's go, dog. That's what we want to see. That's what you want to see, bro. Like I'm trying to tell everybody, like that's what you want to see. And then like, bro, listen, we get it, right? Shaq said in the Angel Reese interview, he mentioned that men want to see that. Angel Reese don't think that men want to see women get dunk. You know what I mean? Women dunk. And I'm like, yo, yeah, yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do want to see women dunk. A lot of casual fans. There's a lot of men out there that act like they don't watch women's college basketball. You're a fool. Because I'm jumping out my seat going crazy. If I would have seen my wager full Wiley when she be doing her crazy layups, it'd be looking crazy. Flajay Johnson got some moves. Hannah Hidalgo, Juju Watkins. So much more that I'm naming that's naming, but with so message to Angel Reese, by the way, message to Angel Reese. Men and casual basketball fans would love to see women dunk. That gym went absolutely crazy. The commentators did. All the momentum went to South Carolina after that in that TCU game. It was just crazy to me. And it brings a different element. I get it. I get the motion and everything of it, but I'm telling you, if you've seen it more in the WNBA, any little thing helps. Now with Angel Reese, with what you and Caitlin Clark is able to do with social media alone with the sport is crazy. I think it's absolutely stupid that people try to put those two against each other. I think it's stupid. I really do think it's stupid. And I think that they got to try to pull it together, but somebody got to be the villain. Somebody got to be the hero in this case. But I think those two working together at some type of something will end a lot of that because people are kind of divided with that, and I don't understand why it's absolutely stupid to me because they're both going for one common goal, and that's just to get people to watch it. Because look, they both great at what they do. You know what I'm saying? They're both great at what they do. Period. Point blank. Angel Reese is a great rebounder, great download player, and the paint player, and Caitlin Clark is a great 3-point shooter and a great passer. Like there's you know what I'm saying in their aspect and with what they're supposed to be doing on the court, they're great at doing that. And I like that. I like the fact that they both are great. So putting them two against each other, I think is absolutely crazy. And if you really want the sport to grow, then they'll work together to try to get that and push it up because the next up and coming people that's coming up next is just going to be even crazier. The people who are coming up like Anisha Morrow coming up. This is gonna be crazy. A lot of what I'm saying from LSU when she get to the league, and you already got Rakia Jackson up there. You got what I'm saying with Hannah Hidalgo, Full Wiley. When you got when all those names get there, when all those names get up there to the WNBA, it's going to be turned into something different. And like I said, if I had the millions of dollars or however much it is to start a WNBA team, I definitely would start one if I could right now, because that's where it's leaning towards. Like women's basketball is definitely picking up steam because and they play harder. And don't change that. Do not change that. Do not change it to the rules. Like, you can say what you want about the women's games and being ashamed to watch women's basketball if you want to, but let truth be told, when you watch the WNBA, you see old school basketball. So if you one of them people out there that say that the NBA got soft, but then you was somebody that's saying that you don't want to watch the women play, it's absolutely crazy to me. The only thing they're not doing is dunking, but they're definitely playing harder than the men. They're definitely harder than the men. Um, and that's just what it is. The men get little pity pat calls. The women play hard. They get hard fouled. Everything, like, it's crazy out there the way the women play. And I don't think that y'all should that it should change. I like that. I like that. So it's just crazy because you get a lot of those guys who say that. That's how you know that they be sexist with their opinions, because it'd be them same guys out there. Oh, basketball getting soft. The international players are taking over the sport, or blah 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 blah. This and that. And then when they, well, I'm not going to watch the women play a man's game or whatever else, but they're playing harder than the men, and they're not. And the referees are letting them play. They're letting them play old school basketball, and I don't think it should change at all, at all, at all. And 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 the women is holding it down. There's a couple of international players in the WNBA that get it off and that are good, but the women is holding it down. Like, y'all ain't coming over here to this American League and running it. They holding it down. They holding it down. Like, so I mean, you gotta respect that, bro. You gotta respect that. Um, when we talking about men's college basketball, though, y'all know FAU. I've been following FAU coach Jordan Fee. I could start following him last year when he was just at the I think it's like Division two, Division three level. I mean, Gannon basketball, Erie, PA. I've been following him since then, and now he's at FAU, and he got FAU playing lights out, man. They are playing lights out. I think what they haven't played a conference game just yet, but they're 6-5 right now. Um, I think they should. They're on a 2-game winning streak right now. On the road, they're 1-2. At home, they're 2-1. They're in there with Wichita State, Memphis, East Carolina, Rice. And I think that team is up on the rise. I think that team is going to rise up. I know that team is going to rise up because I seen the way that he coached and the way that he played at players. First of all, I'm giving y'all the story again. Those who did not get the story, I'm giving y'all the story right now. Um, Jordan Fee had took over Gannon Knights, the Gannon Knights basketball team that's based in Erie, Pennsylvania, and that team had not won a set like 10 games and I don't know, years. The season before he came, they were like 2-21. He came, he just left last year, got the job at FE, took them to the Pennsylvania Sports Athletic Conference championship in the tournament. I think they got knocked out in the tournament, but they actually won, their championship, their division championship, or however that go to get into the tournament. They had like never been or something. But that team and that defense that he had, and he was running in the way that they were playing for him, where it was phenomenal. And I know, and I said this again, if FAU buys in to what he got going on, FAU will be a better basketball team. They will be a better basketball team if they buy into what he's got going on. They will rise up to the top of that division amongst Memphis and Wichita State, and I think that they're in a pretty tough conference when you got East Carolina, Rice, North Texas, Wichita State, and you know what I'm saying. I think that's a decent basketball conference, especially Wichita State. They was known for going to the tournaments and winning some tournaments, so I respect that a lot. When you and college basketball, I'm trying to think if there's any undefeated teams. I think Loyola Chicago right now. I think they're undefeated, but they're right now they are. But when you look at and Power Five, I don't know if anybody is actually undefeated right now. And then I don't even know if you can even classify the basketball with saying that it's Power Five anymore. I don't even know if you could do that in college basketball right now at this point because Duke already taken a couple losses. Clemson only got one. I mean, a lot of these guys are undefeated in conference play, but they already lost out of conference play. Um, Arizona State, their basketball team is the only lost 1 team. Marquette's already lost. Xavier's lost two. St. John's has lost two. Georgetown has. UConn has lost already three already. Providence is 1-0 only because they're in the conference. They already lost four. That's a the Big East is a very tough basketball division. Very tough. Very, very tough. I couldn't imagine. But look at this. Look at this conference, bro. I mean, just look at the teams, bro. They got Duke, DePaul, Seton Hall, Villanova, Butler, Creighton, UConn, Georgetown, St. John's, Xavier, Marquette, and Providence. Yo, that is a tough ass basketball conference. Oh my God. That might like that the Big East largely gotta be like the toughest basketball conference there is right now, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy for hoops, bro. All those teams right there are fire. And like I said, I'm trying to look and see, but I don't see any undefeated teams like so far. And when you're talking, if you want to talk Power Five, bro, like I don't think that there's an undefeated team. And supposedly Power Five, like and you know, in basketball. Like if you want to say that, but even looking at the HBCUs, like the HBCU basketball teams have been, they just haven't been rolling over. They've been giving some tough fights. Norfolk State, they've been giving some tough fights to some of these teams. Trying to keep up with them for the most part. Covering their spread, not getting blown out. Utah State, they're undefeated right now. Um, and that's kind of crazy to me. I guess you could say that's Power Five basketball, but when you look in like, okay, so now we got Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Florida. Um, those teams are undefeated, and so there is undefeated teams. I was looking, and I'm looking what y'all finding out for the first time because according to what I've been, you know what I mean, looking at lately, like it's been tough to see. You know, the SEC has picked up its basketball tremendously, as you probably would expect it to, especially with Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? Especially with Arkansas being there, but they're balling. The SEC is they absolutely got some good basketball going on in the SEC right now, which is phenomenal. It's phenomenal, man. And on the men's side, but it's not ain't nothing set in stone, man. Ain't nothing set in stone. Yeah, I can't wait to this year's tournament. I think what we're seeing in college basketball has a lot fewer players on each team. So I think you've seen a change just 2 years ago. We started seeing this, and now already with the transfer portal here, you're seeing the change and the shift in the basketball like that, like that. In the snap of a finger, you've seen the change. I don't think that I think that you're going to get some tough basketball, some really good basketball moving forward. And on the men and the women's side, we're going to see some tough teams playing each other, man. It's going to be tough for anybody to go undefeated. Anybody throughout the regular season going to be losing. That's why this year's tournament is going to be crazy. This next tournament is going to be crazy, and I think that's why we're going to start seeing that in football in 2 years. I think in 2 years, football is going to be so mixed up, or you could say watered down if you want to, but it's going to be so mixed up with players and talent spreading out because the depth charts at in bat and football is going to start looking like these depth charts in basketball. They're even, like the basketball chart depth charts are even. Like you may think a team has the upper hand with their starting five, but then when the bench come in, the bench can go ahead and spark the team, and some players off the bench, and it's just a mix and match. It's like styles make fights, and that's what's going on in college basketball right now. I know we really ain't been getting into it too much, but it is what it is. And then but when you see it in football, but to further my point in what I'm saying about football, college football, I think to like even next season you're going to see it happen a lot more. But after next season, I don't think that's going to matter no more. I think the depth chart, all the 5 stars backing up 5 stars, even going all the 5 stars that just went to all the SEC schools. They're going to start spreading around and going other places because they're probably not going to get the playing time that they're promised. And the NIL bag is different and the exposure is different. And that's why we all know, and I'm going to say this before I get out of here, if Coach Prime Deion Sanders was ever to go to a SEC school, which a lot of people don't want to happen, it's a wrap. But Colorado will be a powerhouse, probably. Colorado probably will get a lot of players there because of the lights that's and the eyes that's getting on them, and he's about to change the game, man. It's crazy. But yeah, man, I know I was talking about college basketball. I just wanted to get y'all insight. We do got what 3 undefeated teams in college basketball and the Power Five. I don't even know if you want to really say that because college basketball is college basketball, bro. And Florida, Tennessee, and Oklahoma, but you know, I don't know if they faced anybody out of the Big East just yet, or even in their conference yet. So when conference plays start, we'll start seeing them drop. But good basketball going on, y'all. Let's watch it. And definitely the main reason why I even made this. Do y'all want to see the women dunking? I thought it was crazy. I thought it was phenomenal. Shout out to Ashtyn Hawkins in South Carolina with Dawn Staley. Keep doing your thing. Y'all already know what time it is. Another Truck and Chubby production. Peace.